Some nibbles. Straight all bad and some more goddamn questions. First one we got here is from Andrew York. Paid review. If you want your shit shouted out and reviewed, it's $50 fucking because it's goddamn it's advertisement for your goddamn band. Doesn't matter if the dog likes it or not. It's just a shout out to all the watchers. So that way, based off the goddamn description, they can go check it out. They now heard of your band, the 3,000 plus people watching. What's up, dog? Submitting a review for Necrambulance new album. So the band is, I'll spell it out, I think, Necrambulant. Necrambulant. Necrambulant? Whatever the fuck that goddamn means. We got a new album called Upheaval of Malignant Necrambulance. We are a slamming, brutal death metal band out of Phoenix, Arizona. Heavily influenced by the old guard of the genre without that wigger/beatdown influence the newbies today love twinking off to. We've been around since 2008, took a hiatus in 2013, and we're back with our second full album on Gorehouse Productions. No geezer comeback BS, just back after a break working on other projects. Yeah, no worries. Groovy, heavy, brutal, and guttural is the name of our game without trying to reinvent the wheel. Thematically, we draw from 4 flicks, the nastier types of true crime cases, and some sci-fi nerd shit here and there. Now I ain't gonna type you a fucking essay, so thanks for taking the time to read this and shout it on the channel. Later, devil. Bone Meat. Which guy's Bone Meat? I brought you up in Metal Archives. Which one's Bone Meat? We got Andy, we got goddamn... Oh, you must be Andrew York, yeah. So this is the drummer that sent to me. Well, you're pulling a goddamn... pulling an AAD from Sinister. You used to play drums, and now you do vocals, 2022 to present. Who currently does drums then, goddammit? Doesn't say that. Oh, no, drums, yeah, 220. Jesse Johnson's now on the drums. So I guess you couldn't find a reliable vocalist, so you took over the duties. Ron Clark on guitar and vocals. Trent Pittard on bass. The name sounds familiar. You goddamn Hills customer, homie? Name looks familiar. Yeah, listen to it. I mean, yeah, you're goddamn right about not reinventing the wheel. It's the same old, to be honest. This is the exact stuff that, honestly, man, that we're, by 2005, when I say the brutal shit I checked out, it's literally this stuff. Because when I hear it, I'm just like, oh, man, this again. Especially the vocals. They remind me a lot of Flesh Feast from Canada. They did one full-length album in like 2000, 2001. I like it, and I own it. And then there was Centauri from Texas. They did the album Disgorging the Dead. So there was a couple of bands I liked, and then there was just band after band after band, especially with that vocal style. I'm just like, I'm out. I don't care. It all sounds the same to me. I like it, but I never loved it because it's kind of like, it's not the total pig squeal, but it's reminiscent to that, which I wasn't like a huge fan of. Like, as opposed if it was like really repetitive, but it was like, let's say kind of like an embalmer version, like Rick Fleming's off There Was Blood Everywhere and the Rotten Body Fluids. If there was like a bunch of bands that sounded like that, not saying that I want a bunch of rip-off bands, his vocals are pretty goddamn fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't mind a few more that sound like that, but when it was the style where it's like, when I first heard it, I didn't love it anyways, but I kind of liked it because this is kind of new, a little difference. But yeah, it got really trendy, and there was a lot of the, from I remember correctly, a lot of Severed Records bands and Pathos Records. It just seemed like that was just every band just doing that, and so yeah, not really my goddamn thing. But yeah, if you're honestly, if you're a big fan of anything that Severed Records put out, Corpse Gristle, Pathos Productions, any of that stuff, if you're like drooling at the bit over that stuff, then definitely check out Necrambulant. They're right up your goddamn alley. The genre here says like slam brutal death metal. Yeah, from Phoenix, Arizona. Started in 2008. They did a demo in 2008, and then this is their second full-length album. So, if you like the sick shit, Brian, give him a shout out. Give him a check out. Dylan Bell, P question. Paysky from an amateur metalist. What do you think of Nightbringer? Not sure. Those dudes even bang chicks, bro? I don't even think I ever listened to it. I just figured it was chick metal that I know I'm not going to like. How's my aim, Devils? Put in the goddamn... it's one of those things, like... And there's a lot of that, especially these days, because, you know, new shit comes in all the time. I look at it, I'm like, I don't even want to listen to it. It was definitely in that goddamn pile, I can tell you that. Thomas BL, paid question. Mr. Dog, this doesn't necessarily have to out on the channel. Come out on the channel, you mean? Oh, well, here we are, homeboy. I mean, what else am I going to do? I mean, I honestly, I'd rather read these off on the channel, and I didn't even pre-read this at all. I don't even see a goddamn question mark in here, so we'll see what it's all about. I'd rather, if you send me a page I'd rather read down on channel than reply to email, because I could do it on channel time, and like, again, we don't get the minimum of 5 paid skis a day, which is the goddamn quota. 5 a day. That's goddamn fucking $150 a month, Holmes. We don't hit that by a fucking... We're not even close to goddamn hitting that. So, there's times where I almost run out of shit to record videos on. So, I'd rather have it. So, and I might have to get one of your consultations like you do for guys that hire you for fitness advice. That's fine. We could do that, set that up. I don't know where to start asking questions. I work for months offshore, and when I do get time off, I usually fly out to see shows. For example, I'll be seeing Beharit in Mexico the week before flying up to Chicago for Metal Threat, then dodging bullets to catch Blasphemy and Tel Ave. Too busy gathering shekels to make it to the first Dead by Dog, unfortunately. I spend so much time and money traveling to catch shows that I thought of reserving a venue and booking bands on my own. I have no education or experience in business or marketing. I'm just a blue-collar dumbass. I know it would take time and money. Having no experience, even if I sold tickets, I'm sure it'd be a net loss. I'm sure I would have to hire someone to handle the details while I'm working. He puts part 1 or 2, and then he sends me another goddamn paid ski. Goddamn, I like this guy. So, okay, let me kind of answer that first, but it goes into part 2, and it sounds like... So he's basically asking my advice on doing a show, but we'll get that a part 2, it looks like. First thing I'll say before I get to goddamn part 2 is join the goddamn club. Literally, me doing this show, I know nothing, literally nothing about setting up shows. Here's what I do know, though. You got to have it at a club, right? Yep, you sure do. That's where they play, brah. All right. Contact that club. How do you contact them, dog? I don't know. Go there, ask who owns it. Ask for an email, ask for a phone number, Google it. One of those options you'll get. And as far as booking it, you don't have to be in no business, man. You know what talks? Money talks and bullshit walks. That's the way it goddamn works. They're going to tell you, here's how much it is to rent the club. Okay, you agree to that or you don't. Tell them the date you want, pay them their shekels. Now you got the club. Bands, who do you want to bring? I want to bring whoever. Email them. Ask them. Hey, do you want to play this show? What are your guys's, like, what does it take? Is it flights? Is it cash? What is it? I want you to play my show. What does it take? That's literally all you do. Email. That's it. That's all I did. As far as everything else, dude, this whole time, bands, I mean, I remember the first time people like, it was when I did Lindsay's show. I think it was Von Ghoul from the Lurking Corpses. He texted me, is there a back line? I'm like, the fuck is a back line? Anyone watching this knows they're probably laughing around. So like, how do you not know? I don't put on shows. I don't know anything. I don't know, man. It's a club. I'm running the club. I assume it's there. Otherwise, bring your shit. And all this whole other thing, I don't know, like what I'm doing now, Dead by Dog 2. I so don't know anything about it. And I was getting asked all these dumb questions. That's why I hired Tommy from Redefining Darkness, because he's friends with the owner. He had his fest there, and he's been in touring bands. Like, he's been to Europe and shit like that for touring, and he's a drummer, so he can provide stuff that he's done, what backline and all this other bullshit is or is not there. Because I literally don't know anything. But I do know how to contact a club. I do know how to pull out the wallet. I do know how to email a band and ask them, how much do you want? And you agree. That's what I do know, and that's the most important. The rest, that's on you, dude. You just kind of learn as you go. So if I could do it, you could do it. Because I guarantee you, I know just as much. You may even know a little bit more than me. Because when bands are like, what about the cabinets and shit like that? I don't know. I literally know nothing about gear and all that other shit when it comes to what bands need. Not, like, literally fucking nothing. Other than knowing what a guitar and a bass and drums look like, I know nothing about them. Brands, sounds, pedals, no nothing, literally nothing. My mom knows as much as I do, and my mom doesn't know anything about goddamn music whatsoever. And that's how much I know about the shit. I'll put it on the show, though. So, to put that in perspective, if that makes you feel any goddamn better. So, you can do it, brah. But he says, part 2, and he sent another 10 USD. My kind of homeboy. See that? You're already goddamn go-getter. You know how to bust out the wallets? That's, I'm telling you, man. If you got money, dude, money is going to get you fucking far. That's why I tell you, get that money up. Get that fucking evening job. It's not that money's everything. It just makes your life way more free, way more worth living, way more hassle, like without hassle, convenience, able to do things that you want to do, period. You need money. Money talks, and people fucking listen, period. You have that, you can do whatever the fuck you want. If you're a multi-millionaire, I don't give a shit if you're a full-blown dumbass. You can do whatever you want to do in this world, I mean, within goddamn fucking reason, but pretty much whatever you want to do, you can do it, even if you don't know how to do it, because you can just pay everybody to do everything. So, all these other people that are book smart and all this, but they're broke. Sorry, if you're broke, you're the biggest imbecile of all, dude. Because you're losing in life. The guy who's a dumbass that's a millionaire, he's gonna have a better life than you in every sense of the word and everything. Because anything he doesn't know how to do, fix his toilets, fix his car, mow his lawn, say he doesn't even know how to fucking start up a lawnmower. Doesn't need to. Just pay someone to do it. Good. Who wants to do that goddamn dumbass monkey work anyways? Pushing that shit around in the goddamn hottest weather. I don't want to. So he doesn't even have to fucking do it. So technically, he is the smart guy. At least that's the way I goddamn see it. So part 202, you mentioned that you have that redefining darkness guy help you with Dead by Dog. Yep. I really don't know where to start asking questions. Get a date, homie. What date do you want to have it? Have it in advance, too. Don't wait a month to ask the club. The club's already booked. Dude, that's why I asked. I purposely did it because I know everybody's booked out. I asked 15 months out. And they're like, whoa, that's way out. I was like, yeah, of course it's open. Damn fucking straight it is. Because if you even ask 6 months, who knows? And maybe it's open, maybe it's not. Ask. I put it this way. I wouldn't even embarrass yourself asking anything sooner than 6 months. Find it. What's a club that you like? Oh, I have this club in my town that I go see shows out of town. That's what I like. Good. Okay, great. Go up there. Ask them how much they charge. You'll have your answer what you want to do it then. Do you have this date available? If it's more than 6 months, it's probably fucking available. Yeah, we got it available. Okay, cool. I want to rent it. Club's done. Then contact bands. That's it. That's literally it. I really don't know where to start asking questions. I don't know anything about the industry besides buying and selling tickets. If you know how to sell tickets, you're already a goddamn step ahead of me because I didn't even know how to do that. That Eventbrite link that was in my goddamn description box of every video when selling Dead by Dog tickets, that's literally just something the venue created. Like, yeah, we do that. We offer that because they will sell tickets to their club. All clubs do that, basically. They created the link. I was like, just email it to me. I'm just pasting in there. No, nothing about it. Didn't create it. They did it. All right. That's what I'm putting in my description box. Buy your ticket here. That's what they said. That's what I'm saying. That's literally, I don't know anything. And that's how I did it, and it worked. So, will I probably have to get insurance? I mean, come on, bro. You ain't bringing over King Diamond insurance. Well, you're going to have 100 people fucking show max. Fuck no, you don't need to get insurance. How do you suggest selling tickets? Have the club do it. That's what I did. I would just want to get 1 or 2 bands that are hard to catch live and see if I can have them play their older stuff. Well, let's put it to you this way, dude. If you're talking with that right out the gate, what kind of bands you're talking about, keep in mind, too, the bands get paid nowadays, even the underground bands. Who do I want to say? Because I don't want to throw under the bus, but who's an example? Thinking of maybe like a band like Disaster, maybe that size, underground, but well known in the underground. Have no idea what Disaster asked for, but let's just use them as an example. That's a band you haven't seen often. They play Metal Goddamn Threat. If you're to say, hey, I want you to play an old school set, that means they got to learn those songs and shit like that off because they're not regularly doing old school sets, at least not to my knowledge, and fly to the USA. Number one, you're buying flights, you're buying visas. I think there's 5 guys in the band. That's $5,000 in flights minimum. Visas, you're looking at about That's fucking $3,000 for all 5 visas. They're going to want at least 2 to 3 hotel rooms. You figure $100 a hotel room. They're going to stay at least 2 nights. So they're not going to fucking fly in the goddamn the day they play. So 2 nights. So let's say they need 2 rooms for 2 nights. That's 4 rooms. That's another 400 goddamn bucks minimum. Again, that's if you get good prices minimum. And for an old school set or something, a band disaster, I can't see them asking for any less than $5,000 for a special set like that. I can't see that, because I can guarantee you right now, if it was a band like Incantation and Immolation, and if it was a one-off show, if you were to ask them to play an old school set, never asked them, but I would be willing to bet money it's no less than $10,000, just to put it in perspective. So, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just giving you an idea. If you're thinking, if you got $500 to your name, just go home, homeboy. Big boys are fucking doing business. Like, then you can't do shit with $500. Again, get your fucking money up. So yeah, if you're just looking, you're like, oh yeah, I got $1,800. I got $1,800 in my bank account. Okay, you're fucking broke. I mean, because what do you mean I'm broke? I got $1,800. Dude, if your car breaks down tomorrow, is that even gonna be enough to fucking fix it? Based on some fixings that might not even be it. Take it up to the the car shop. All right, your bill's $2,400. All right, you're negative $600. You are fucking broke. Yes, if you have $1,800 to your name, I hate to break it to you, you are broke. I had more money, a significant amount more money in my bank account at 16 years old from working the goddamn Mac Daddy's job. Literally. Like what are you doing? And grown ass men, that's what they tell me. What? You ain't putting on a show, Holmes. I'm not saying that applies to you. You said you're fucking working your buns off and making shekels left and right. Great. But I'm just saying, that's everybody's definition of that is different from what I noticed. But it's like, yeah. So if you ain't got dick, I gave you some numbers. So you should have, put it this way. If you're thinking about having a show right now of any caliber, you should have no less sitting in your bank account. You don't not saying it's going to cost us, because you're saying 1 or 2 bands, and it could be some local bullshit bands that are $200. You can put on a show for fucking $400. I mean, no one's coming to that fucking thing because it's a bunch of local hoagies nobody cares about. But I'm just saying, so I'm not saying you need $10,000, but I'm just saying, if you have any less than $10,000 sitting in your bank account, don't even think about putting on a show. Don't even consider it. Don't even dream it in your wildest dream on fucking shrooms. You have no business. Like, that's literally like me, need a new car, bro. Going car shopping tomorrow, Holmes. Let me see what the fucking Bugattis are looking like. My ass has no business buying a Bugatti. I don't have, my entire net worth, I don't have enough money for a fucking Bugatti. Why am I looking at Bugattis? I'm not. I don't have that kind of money. But people will do that. They're looking, like, why are you looking at this shit, dude? Why are you looking to do, you don't have that kind of money. You're broke, homie. So just keep that in goddamn mind. Because these guys that put on shows, and the day of, let's say they needed 300 ticket sales to pay whatever. What happens if you only sold 180 or 200? Happens all the time. You hear the bands bitching, we didn't get paid. To me, if I was those bands, that you drag that promoter out in the fucking street and you beat him an inch of his fucking life. That's what I think. Mafia style, goddammit. Baseball bats and all. Because the way I did my goddamn fest was this. Have my total costs, add it all in, what all the bands are getting paid, the club, the venues, flights, all that other shit. I base it on this. If nobody shows up, not one person, I sell 0 fucking tickets. 0. Because that's worst case scenario, right? 0 tickets. Can I pay all the bands in full that day? The answer is yes. And that's what I did. No matter what, if 0 people show up, I am paying you what I told you I'm going to. That's who does shows. That's who has business doing it. Some jackass who has $1,800 in his bank account, he's putting on $10,000 shows like, well, I'll make it back in ticket sales and pre-sales, and as it goes, then I'll pay the bands. Believe it or not, that's kind of the norm, too. I've heard some horror stories. That is a curb fucking stomping. You have no business doing that. If that is not sitting in your bank account Not 10, not if the show's 10 grand too, you better not have 10, you better have 20, homie. Because here's what's gonna happen. Again, blame it on God. At least you've got goddamn dog's luck. Let's say you do have 10 grand sitting in your account, and let's say fucking the entire show, all in, everything, every last penny, it's gonna cost 10 grand. Well, I got it, dog. Well, yeah, but if you got goddamn dog loss, here's what's gonna fucking happen. A major catastrophe is gonna happen, your car is gonna fucking explode, and you're gonna need that 10 grand by that. Guess that, now you're at zero, you don't have the money. So you better have at least 20. So double it. Whatever your show is, it's 15, you better have 30 sitting in the account. It's 10, you better have 20 sitting there. If you're not, you have no business doing it. That's why that's how this guy conducts business, and that's why I'm reliable, and that's why I don't let people down. Because I ain't some fucking hokey ass knob. If I tell you I'm doing something, consider it fucking done. What did I tell you? I will post a video. What did I tell you? The first 3 months of doing this stupid ass fucking channel, 3 months in, going on 4 years ago, what did I tell you? I will post a video every single day at 6 a.m. A video will be up at 6 a.m. every single day for at least the first 5 years. Now, I'm not going to say I'm going to do that for life, because no, I'm not. First 5 years, I will. We're going on 4, and I haven't missed. I tell you I'm doing something, I'm fucking doing it. Period. All these other fucking knobs don't work like that. And that's why people suck, and I don't like work with them. With the exception of a very fucking small handful. And that fucking handful is fucking small, let me tell you. Dog still has fingers fucking left for goddamn doing whatever. After that goddamn tiny ass handful. How do you suggest selling tickets? Have the club do it, homie. I would just want to get 1 or 2 bands. See if they play. Yep. Is this a pipe dream, or could I possibly pull it off? I put in the time and money. I'll tell you what's pipe dreams and what's not. Tell me how much money you got sitting in your bank account. And then I'll tell you what's a pipe dream. Like I said, I'll hire you for consultation if I can. Send me his email. Yeah, go ahead, man. But I just tell you, save your money this. I'll tell you, if you're doing a show and you're thinking about bringing anybody of even disaster-sized caliber, any band even close to that size, and you don't have at least, and I mean at least, and even that means you're broke. I want to say even 20, but at least, that's me being oh so generous. 10,000 cash sitting there, not counting if you sell your car. Not, well, bro, I got this fucking lawsuit claim because I got rear-ended. My lawyer tells me I'm getting a fat check. Not. What is sitting in your account that you could draw now? Not in stocks and bonds. Not what mommy's holding on to you. I think fucking Nana, she's kicking the bucket and she's leaving me a fucking boatload. None of that bullshit. And assets, nothing. If it ain't a digital number that's in your account that you can withdraw like that today, what do you have access? What number? If it isn't at least 10K, and even that is really making my dick itch, because that's jack shit. You can't even buy a goddamn car with that. I want to say 20. But if you're going to put on a hoagie show, I guess if you have 10K, then you could think it's not a pipe dream is what I'm getting at. If you're bringing in bands, I want Deicide and shit like that. I want 2 bands. I want Deicide to do an old school set, first 4 albums, and I want Immolation do an old school set. Just those 2 bands, dog. Honestly, I don't know what those bands are going to cost. It's going to be at least 20 a piece. One probably 10 for Immolation, 20 for Deicide, minimum, probably 25 for Deicide. Minimum. Probably more than that, but I'm saying there's no way it's less than that. So with that and the club, everything, just to be extra safe, again, doubling everything, you better have 100K sitting in your fucking bank account. Then it's not a pipe dream. If you have 100K sitting there, and you want to do something, you want to do a Deicide ammo old school set, not a pipe dream. You have 15 fucking measly ass $1,000 that you can't even buy a new car with, sit in your bank account. You're like, I want to bring Deicide over, bro. You ain't bringing shit over. That's a pipe dream. So do the consultation, but look at your bank account first. I gave you what's hoagie cash and what's non-pipe dream cash. If you want to get into more detail, I can do that. But again, I'm not going to be a huge help. Like, hey man, hit this booking agency up. I got this contact. Dog's got pull. Dog ain't got no goddamn pull. Just contact the club, contact the bands. Told you a rough idea of money. If you got any other simple questions like that, I can do it. But I don't know how much goddamn help I can have. But again, don't even waste your time contacting me if you don't have less than 10 grand, man. Because that's you ain't doing shit. I can just tell you that right now. So just save your consultation fee. But if you do, then sure, hit me up. Comes from Sir and Judah, look at it. What they got by the morning. And don't forget then goddamn paid skis in the description box how to do it. Bubbles later, goddamn it.